So I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in. I'm trying to pull up y'all messages so I can answer some of y'all questions because I've been getting a lot of messages. um, so I'm gonna wait, give time for a couple people to come in, and then I'm gonna start answering questions. Okay, y'all, we're gonna go ahead and get started. So, first of all, I want to thank everybody for joining the channel, especially well, not really especially. I want to thank everybody for joining the channel, and I want to welcome all the new subscribers. Thank y'all so much for coming over and hanging out with me. I really, really appreciate it. So y'all, I be so busy to where I don't get to respond all the time to comments. It's here and there. I'm getting a lot of comments, so I'm gonna start back answering them as I go. So if I do not comment back and you see a heart or a like, 9 times out of 10, I commented verbally, hint on a live screen or video. Probably just gonna do all live screens for answering questions. So I will call your name out, and the way I'm gonna keep note of who I've already responded to is I'm gonna give you a thumbs up and a heart on your comment, okay? And that'll let me know that yes, I've already responded to that person in some type of way, shape, or form, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and get started. So Maria Jackson, thank you so much. And if you just gave me like a compliment or something, I'm gonna thank you and then just heart your message. Okay, so we have Jody Bale said, hi, I see your buckets aren't full to the top, and I often get confused on how much soil, dirt you're supposed to fill those 5-gallon buckets up to, or if it matters. Okay, Jody. Yes, the ones that I did yesterday where I was dropping seeds, some of those buckets aren't full. They will be. What I did was went on and dropped the seeds in there because as the plant started to grow up, the roots is going to establish at the bottom. The more soil that I then put on top would just make the plant more sturdy in the bucket. So I always, if I do not have my buckets at the time filled all the way to the top, which they're very close to being filled to the top, I will go back and as the plant grow, add more soil. But I always try to, before the plant start producing anything, have the buckets filled all the way to the top. Okay. It's just that though that soil and them buckets went through the whole growth season of last year and this year. So sometimes the soil, like when watering the soil, is gonna leave out, it's gonna evaporate or whatever you want to call it. It's gonna go down and it's gonna eventually exit the bucket in some kind of way where you're gonna have to add soil, but not that much. It's gonna take a while to do. So with some of those, some of the dirt came out of there when we pulled up all the plants from earlier that's been already produced and did their thing, and we pulled them up. Some of the dirt left out that way. But if your buckets, I always try to plant my seeds or my seedlings in buckets that's already full to the top. I just go deep enough to make sure that it has a lot of soil around it, a good bit of soil around it to keep the plant sturdy in the pot. And you don't have, because sometimes if you don't plant them deep enough, or the seeds, or like if you say you have a full bucket and you put the seed and don't put it deep enough, you will start, when the plants start growing and you start watering even more, you would see that the roots will start showing. So I always try to, make sure it's enough soil. So in my opinion, just because they're not full all the way to the top, they're close to it. They're way more than half. I'm not going to start a seed on a bucket with only half of the bucket full of soil. I do not do that. So some of it is not all the way to the top, but as it grows, then I'll start filling it all the way to the top. And a lot of my, because I don't like to backtrack. So backtracking is doing what I'm gonna have to do is backtrack where I'm gonna have to add. I like to go ahead and fill the bucket all the way to the top and plant the seed or the seedling, and that way normally I don't have to add no more soil for that grow season. Okay, so I hope that answered your question. Hold up, y'all. Where are you at? Hold on, y'all. It's my first time going live on my computer, and I'm trying to see where is my. It's not showing me. All right, I have to figure that out later. All right, let's just go ahead and somebody send a comment so I can see if it's gonna pop up. Because it say top chat may not be visible. Yeah, somebody send me a comment. Let me see if anything pops up. Hold on, y'all. Or I can check over here. Okay, so hold on, y'all. I do see that I do have comments, and I just can't see it on this screen. Give me 1 second. Y'all have been messaging. Let's see if this works. Oh, there we go. All right, so I see them now. All right. Okay, I see it now. So let's see. I'm sorry about that, y'all. Nikki's Universe said, "Good day. How are you? Good to see you after missing your video in the garden this morning." Question: how can I reuse soil? Okay, how can you reuse soil? Honey, just reuse it. Pull out whatever was growing in there before. What I do is I go ahead and add a slow release fertilizer to it. I add perlite to it. Be careful with the perlite because the perlite is very, very dusty and it's bad for your lungs and stuff. Be careful with the perlite. But I go ahead and add perlite to it. I use Miracle Grow, so I use the Shake and Feed Miracle Grow. Chop that up because you're gonna probably have roots. If you grew some stuff in there, you probably have roots and stuff. You want to, turn that soil. And if your soil is thick, just use some cheap soil that ain't got nothing in it. You may have to add some soil to it that don't have nothing in it because you want it light and fluffy. And there you go. I always add perlite, a little bit of perlite for to help with the drainage. And I always add I don't use a water soluble fertilizer. I always use a slow release, okay, when I'm amending soil. And that's it. Turn it and then put it in a container or wherever you're putting it in. Throw some old seeds or seedlings in. It's simple as that. I do have a video on amending soil. Let's see. I don't even know how I can try. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. I'm gonna try to see if I can do that video. Try to find it for you and put it in the chat. Let's see if I can get to my studio, and I'm gonna try to find that for you. Okay, I got it right here. So what I'm finna do is to it. So this one that I'm about to post a link to, I didn't use my Miracle Grow. I had some black cow, so I used I used the black cow soil to amend it. But like I say, the one I did on live the other day for y'all, maybe about 2 days ago, I did use my Miracle Grow. And that's because I didn't want to waste the black cow, which is what you're gonna see me amend the soil with on here. But I lost the video. Wait, y'all, I'm trying to get that oh, here we go. Duh. I'm trying to get that video to share. All right, right here. I think I can do it this way. Okay. So I'm going to place it in the chat for you, Nikki Universe. Okay. Let me make sure that's the correct one. Okay. Yep, that's it. So I'll just check to make sure that it works. So yeah, that is the link for you. And it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna show you how I did it with black cow. But you can not use the black cow and use the whatever slow release fertilizer that you use. And yeah, I wanted to make sure that that was the correct link, so I checked it myself. All right, so let's see. 2% said good evening, Mississippi, and everyone. Hey, 2%, how are you, honey? The Knox said, "What up, people? What up to the Knox?" Knox, Sheila want to say good afternoon. Hey, Sheila Wheeler. I hope I said that right. 2% said, "Okay, Mississippi, I know you use Miracle Grow, so since I'm going to be planting soon, what type of Miracle Grow you use, and do you anything to it?" I don't do anything to it. 2%. For doing indoors, the shake and feed, well, the actual the water soluble is what I've been using indoors. Far as the Miracle Grow, and I don't do anything and just mix it with water the way it say. I think it say do, if you're gonna use it indoors, you're gonna use a half a tablespoon to a gallon of water rather than a whole tablespoon to a gallon of water. And that's what I've been using on the indoor plants, is the water soluble. And I don't do anything to it, just mix it the way it say for indoors. Denise says, "Have you ever overwintered pepper plants? I recently learned that pepper plants are considered perennials, and if you prune them down, they can continue over the winter." No, I did by mistake. I have some sweet banana peppers out there that yeah, they pretty much came back. I say they voluntarily came back, but I'm guessing you could say, oh, they was out there all winter and then they just started back producing. But I've never did it by choice, Denise. But I am growing peppers indoors. I'm trying to do it throughout the winter. So yeah, we're gonna see how that goes. But like, I have two of the sweet banana pepper plants that came back on their own, honey, and they came back and produced even better, of course, this go around. The Knox said, "Go to live chat." Oh, I found it was hiding. The Knox, it was like hiding behind the screen or something, and I still couldn't see it. I just pressed something just to see if it was the right one. The Quinn Files. I hope I said that right. Hey, new subscriber. Welcome to the channel, Quinn's Files. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for your videos. You have taught me so much. You're so welcome. 2% said, "Welcome, Quinn's Files." Nikki University, thank you so much for telling me about the soil. Plans to start new seeds later this week. That's what I'm talking about. And you're so welcome. Yes, I think that Jody Bell said, "How much soil do you need to use in a 5-gallon bucket?" So, Jody, I just answered your question at the beginning of the live. Your question was one of the top on my thing. So stick to filling the whole bucket up. You saw me drop some seeds in some buckets that wasn't full to the top. They will be as the plant grow. It was hot out there, y'all, and I just dropped the seeds. But before the plant even get halfway mature, as it grow up, that bucket will be full. I try not to go backwards, and I feel like that's what I do. I like to plant my stuff and don't have to worry about the maintenance on it for a while. But when you don't plant with a full bucket, you have to go back and be refilling the bucket and like that. And I don't like that. But I did drop some seeds that it wasn't all the way full, but they will be full as soon as that plant grows some. It'll be full. But a lot of times I try to drop and put my seedlings in full buckets. 2% said, I think that's the one. How many plants to grow in each 5-gallon bucket or container? How do you? Yes, that's it. 2%. Yep. I clicked the link and it took me straight to it. Let's see. Let's say thank you. I'm gonna give my miracle grow. Oh yes, 2%. Yes, honey. Denise said okay. That's interesting. I'm going to try it this year. Yes, ma'am. You're welcome, Denise. Jojo said, oh, I missed the beginning. Oh, it's fine, honey. It's fine. It's fine. Lady Dagger status. Hey. Lady Dagger status, 82%. The not. Jojo said, oh, well, I'm saying how the heck she out there. I'm in Alabama and I sweat by a.m. hot flashes and Bama sun is. I'm telling you, I haven't too long came back home and the car is reading 94 degrees. Y'all, time you step out is just like a rush of heat here. And oh my goodness, I'm supposed to be out there harvesting peppers and stuff, but I said I can't do it. Not right now. I can't do it. It is too hot. Like too hot, y'all. And I don't sweat like everybody, so I'm overheating real quick. Like literally to get out the car and to come in the house, I felt like my body was overheating. So I'm just like, no. 2% said hello, Lady Dagger status. Bill said, thank you for answering. You are so inspiring. I truly appreciate it. You're so welcome, honey. No problem. I'm just glad I can be of any help. Any help. TLC in the garden say, hey, TLC in the garden, how are you? Jody Bell said, fire. The Knox said, hi, hey, the Knox. So, yeah. So I'm gonna go down, and yeah, if y'all got questions, go ahead and answer them. So Jody, I just answered your question. I'm trying to answer the comments. So like I said, y'all, if I give you a heart or a thumb up on a comment that you have commented on one of the videos, okay, that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, your comments. If I give you, that means I have already answered it in the live stream, okay? I've already answered it in the live stream. Thank you so much, 2% for the super chat, honey. You didn't have to, but you did. I appreciate it so much. What is he saying? Number one. Thank you so much, honey. Oh, I love those little what is they the little GIF or the little emojis. I like those. The Nux said, I'm here. I'm doing my seedlings and listening. Thank you, Denox. All right, so let's see. Lisa Walker says, okay, are you preserving your food for long time storage? Yes, Miss Lisa. If you see this live, yes, I am. Summer move. Yes, I am. That is the whole point for me, is to preserve this food for long time service. And I have a video for y'all coming soon of the stuff that I have that I grew from last year that's still in my deep freezer. So a lot of you guys had said a couple days ago, I was so shocked that y'all was not growing to preserve your food. And a lot of people has been asking me, because I think I got a question on here. I'm gonna get to it. No, this is okay. How are you preserving your food for long time service? I said that wrong, Lisa Walker. So I am dehydrating and freezing. I used to can. I know how to can. I used to do it a long. Well, a long back. Yeah. I was like 23, 24, and I was canning up everything, okay? But those of you that's new to the channel, I stopped canning because canning was not working for me. I have GERD, and the ingredients that makes canning worth it and for processing do not agree with me. So I was putting a lot of time because I enjoyed canning and I enjoyed what I was canning. But all the amount of sodium and the amount of sugar and vinegar that goes in a lot of the things that I like to can don't agree with me. So I had to stop, and then I started getting into dehydrating. So dehydrating and freezing. Okay, I do the vacuum seal, freezing. You don't have to do vacuum seal, but that's just what I do. I vacuum seal it. I label what it is, date and what it is, and I put it in the freezer. So that's how I'm preserving. But I love dehydrating because it's dry. I can dry it, I can vacuum seal it, and I can take it with me in the case of an emergency, like really, really quick. And I don't have to deal with, anything heavy or anything like that. So if you are canning, I will say dehydrate you some stuff too in case you have to leave or something and you can take food with you. Because who want to be walking around, lugging around canned jars of food? I feel like canning is for if you're gonna have to hunker down in one location, then that is perfect. And if you don't have any digestive issues, that is perfect. But I'm talking about like on the go too. I can, if I dehydrate, even if I freeze with me freezing, like we're right in a hurricane zone where I live at now. And it's easy if I have to go inland to a hotel or something, I can still grab frozen food and take it with us and put it in the freezer when we get to the hotel or whatever. So dehydrating and freezing are my go-tos. Let's see. Lavender for luck. I see your message, honey. Thank you so much. Let's see. All right. So I answered this question, but I'm gonna answer it again in case somebody have this same question. Meeks House said, "Can you drop 2 seeds per bucket?" Only on vine plants is where I'd put more than one plant in a bucket. Okay, so like cucumbers, what else? What else is vinely? Cucumbers. Oh, some squash. Some butternut squash is vine. I think all butternut squash. Butternut squash is a vinely plant. And what I mean by vinely for all my new gardeners is when the vines, the fruit is on the vines, like the vines grow out and attach to stuff and all like that. Those are vinely plants. Those the roots are deep, but not too deep where they can find their way and have room. I will put at least 2. I have put 3 cucumber plants in one bucket and it did just fine. But I do see that it produced a little bit more if I put 2 in a bucket. So things like eggplant, tomatoes, squashes that's not vine, like your crookneck squash and your straight neck squash, those things need room and those are very sturdy like plants. So I put 1 per bucket. Okay, 1 per bucket. I want to believe say you can eat low acid tomatoes like yellow, orange, and white tomatoes. I want to believe. I wish I could. I can't. I've tried it and it's still too acidic for me. So, and it almost like the yellow ones I haven't tried a white tomato, okay? But the orange and yellow ones gives me what is called silent reflux. It won't bother me right then. It'll bother me hours later, okay? So, no, ma'am, I can't eat those. That's why I took all tomatoes out of my garden. Let's see. Timothy said, yes, me too, LOL. Nikki's Universe said, question, can I use my microgreen seeds to grow food instead of growing a plant of microgreens? Can I use my microgreen seeds Okay. Nikki's Universe. I'm trying to make sure I understand what you're saying, hon. Can I use my microgreen seeds to grow food instead of growing the plant of microgreens? But ain't the plant of microgreen? Okay. I have microgreen seeds and I use those. I've never dealt with if there's a plant. I don't want to answer that if I don't really understand what you're asking, hon. I really don't. Maybe I'm having a slow moment. I don't. I know we got microgreen seeds and I've used those and you plant those and then you harvest. I'm confused about the plant to microgreens. 2% said tries to reach inside to pet summer. Gets hand big. I know, right? She don't play. That sister done had an attitude. All that shit done laid out. She done had an attitude all day. 2%. Woo, that dog. Jody Bell said, I bought a pressure canner and too scary to try. Shake my head. I think I'm less anxious about vacuum saving and dehydration. Yes, you have to be very careful with pressure canning. I'm going to tell y'all something. I never bought a pressure canner. The actual pressure canner, I never bought a pressure canner. I use what they call a water bath canner. And there's a fly in here. Yep. There's a fly in here. Somebody please kill it. Y'all, every time I open the door, every time we open the door, y'all already know. I don't even have to say. But it's gotta go. Okay. I'm gonna get somebody to kill it. I can't get up and kill it right now. But okay, y'all. So it's flying. It's flying. Lord, I'm thinking about the fly. Give it to him. You're not gonna be hidden everywhere and hit me. All right, y'all. So let's see. Okay, so what I was saying, I never bought a pressure canner. Believe it or not. Now I never can meat. I don't play with meat and canning. And what it had tell me one time about botulism, and it can be in anything, but I don't can meat. But everything else, I used what they call water bath canning method. It ain't nothing but a big old stock pot that you put water in and you boil. And you put your jars in there and everything after you done got them all clean and filled and all that. That's how I canned a lot of my stuff. Beans, I did cucumbers, jams and jellies and all that stuff. I didn't never use a pressure canner. Okay. You don't need a pressure canner for a lot of things that you're canning. You just have to do your research, know how long to do it properly. Now, when it comes to meats and stuff, I'll just say meats. I would say stick with a pressure canner. I think it's a little bit more like to make sure that it's done properly, because you don't want to have no raw meat. No, that's just too much. But if you ain't doing meats and nothing, you doing other stuff, I have done it in just a big stock pot, and they call it the water bath canning method. Okay. Let's see. Why you shut the door? I was using the lock.
That's where they all hanging out.
Okay, y'all, let's see. Where was we at? All of y'all, I done missed the whole. Okay. All right, so Jody Bell. Yeah, do what's comfortable for you. I like the vacuum sealing and the dehydrating too. Okay. Lady Dagger status. Do you put netting or covers over some of your garden for winter? No, last year I did not do any netting or any covering on anything, and I didn't bring anything in. Nope, sure not. Now this year I may, because I don't know, like my lemon tree and stuff. I wanted to see what it was gonna do, and it it was bald head for majority of the springtime, but she recovered back very well. Now my blueberries and my blackberry bushes, they was fine. They produced this year and everything stayed out there uncovered. My fig tree stayed out uncovered and it gave a lot of figs. So I haven't decided if I will cover anything this year. Nikki's Universe says, Jody, take baby steps and watch Homestead Heart for great instructions. She showed me a better understanding and calmed my fears. And when the conservative did his canning, I said I can do it too. Yes. Denise Macklin said, beans. What about beans, Denise? Jody Bill. Oh, Jody, like I said, when I water bath camp, I did. I've always used electric stove. I've never used gas stove for when I was doing the water bath camp. Okay, y'all, let's see. Lady Dagger Status says microgreen seeds are the same as any other seeds. You're just planting them close together, so it stunts growth. Nikki's Universe said, oh, okay, I was just using the seeds to grow microgreen seeds. Just new to this. 2% said, maybe rephrase it. Nikki's Universe. Oh, about the micro. I'm sorry, y'all. I was distracted. Kinda. I just don't understand sometimes. That's all I'm gonna say. I just don't understand sometimes. I just don't. I don't. Let's see. TLC in the garden said, yes, the seeds are the same for microgreens and regular plants. You are just picking microgreens and sprouts. Okay, so now I get what she was saying. Okay, because I was like, I know I grow microgreens, and was they growing like the sprout form? When they sprout out and they very in the early stages is when I will pick them. Okay, I got it. I'm sorry, honey. Denox says flies are crazy this year and gnats are too. Yes, Denox. Yes. Like time we open either the garage door or the back door, like just to leave out, flies just like, and I'm like, okay, I know I ain't got no dirty house, no doggone flies all around. People gonna think my house dirty or something. I'm like, you got some people that think that. Y'all know some people will think that, not thinking that, hey, open the door, they open their door and probably got flies coming in. I can't stand no bugs in the house, flies, insects, none of that. But hey, they come in anyway. Let me see. Where was I at? All right, Lady Dagger Status they say microgreen seeds as a marketing strategy. Let's see. Okay, I read that. Girl, I saw that fly. It's huge. It may look huge on here at 2% on the thing, but he's a regular size fly. And it just started bugging me. Everything want to bug me when I go live. Like, I think the flies do it on purpose. I think insects and flies and creatures that bother me when I go live on purpose. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. Bernie Blossom Gardening laughing. Stop laughing. Jody Bell, stop laughing. Nikki's Universe. Nikki Universe says, Lady Day said, thank you for this. I have a lot of microgreen seeds. It's just, it's not time to have microgreens, but real food. I just wanted to ask. Y'all stop laughing. The Knox say flies are crazy this year, and that's too. Okay. Pressure canning isn't hard. Been doing this since 2014, but never have water bath. Girl, if you can pressure can, you can water bath can. Teresa S says, hey everyone. Hey Teresa. Teresa said, yeah, botulism ain't no joke. Yeah, I don't, yeah, y'all be careful with that. But I do can if there comes a time I need to eat them. I'm gonna pray hard. I hear you, Super Set. I hear you. Nikki's Universe said, Jody, I have an electric glass top stove. As long as you get the temp, you can do it. It's just learning the settings of the pot to get the temp pressure. YouTube also has videos for this also. Hello, Teresa. Cassie Scott say, hey, y'all, what's going on? Nothing much, Cassie. Answer questions, honey. Say hello. Okay. Donald L. Town said, I love your Walmart grocery pickups. I know, Donald. I know. Denise Macklin says, I was referring to the type of seeds. I was referring to the type of seeds you can put. Yeah, I like the cucumbers. Okay. I got you. You said beans. Yes, like beans. You can put. I put a lot of beans in containers. You can put a lot of beans. Those are some that you can grow a lot of in one container. But just like your squash and stuff like that, put one seed per bucket. Peppers. I do one pepper plant per bucket, two pepper plants per container, like those totes that I got. Let's see. But like your cucumbers, you can do more than one seed. Jody Bell said these flies are thugs in 2021. Yes, honey. Thug flies. David Cowher said, do you have drainage holes in your 5-gallon buckets? Yes, I do. All around, all in the bottom. I put mine in the bottom. Some people put theirs around. You can do that, but I have a lot of drain holes in those buckets. You got to have good drainage or you're going to have root rot and all that stuff if you don't have good drainage. That's why when I amend my soil, I always add a little bit more perlite just to freshen up that part to make everything aerated and drain like it's supposed to. And you got to have the hose so the water and stuff can leave out. 2% said, yes, people will think your house is dirty. Tell Summer get on her job and eat that fly. LOL. I know, right? She over here laid down. I guarantee you my house ain't dirty. 2%, no. But these flies will make you think that. Like I have my front door open, because it gives more light in the living room, and then I like for my front door to be open. I have the screen door shut and everything, but making sure that they ain't trying to come. I don't think so though. I have not seen no fly come at the bottom of the thing, but I do know if I open that back door or open that garage, oh yeah, they think they live here and pay rent and everything else. And some over here laid down, just looking out the door like I ain't finna do nothing. Like I done ate good. I'm finna lay here and chill. Lady Dagger said, I have one of those murder hornets in my backyard. It chased us again earlier today. What? Lady Dagger said, please be careful. Woo, honey. I know I'll be flying. Burley's Blossom Garden say, LOL, we clearly see how clear your house is. Thank you. But honey, some people be like, y'all know how people is. Donald L. Town say, make more grocery pickups. I will, Donald. I will. If it's God's will, I will. 2% said, don't worry, we got fly and net issues in Cali. They outside waiting to come in, just like in line, 2%. I got them yellow sticky flowers from Amazon that go in the plants, and they work fantastic. Yeah, I got to get some of those. 2%. Cassie Scott said, Cook's Pest Control. This is the gnat mating season. Yeah. Deborah Theodore said, hello. Hey, Deborah Theodore. Taylor said, hey, Taylor. 2% said, if you got flies or gnats around your house, these are great. Oh, 2% put a link, y'all, for the flies and gnats. So if y'all got that issue like most of us do, see what she's saying. 2%. Did you see the video I uploaded today? Did you see the video I uploaded? Because I said you must have it. Because if you saw it, you probably would have messaged me. Don't nobody say it. If you didn't already saw the video that I uploaded today, don't say it in the comments. Taylor said, well, don't say what it is. Don't say why I'm asking 2%. Has she watched it? Let's see. Taylor said, I have a question. Why is my beef stalk tomato flowers and the areas around near it turning yellow and the end of the leaves turns black? Okay, now in my experience with any plants that the leaves turn black, that's a sign of, like, I call it sunburn, but I'm pretty sure somebody got a word for it from Google. Okay, I call it somewhere. I would say take that. Is it in a container, Taylor? If it's in a container, I would say take it and put it where it get partial sunlight for one. Yellowing. Anytime I see yellowing, I keep it very simple. If I see yellowing, that's telling me calcium or nitrogen is low. It may be time for a feeding, honey. It also can be if you overwatering it. But if you know you're not overwatering it, I would say give it a feeding. Give it. I stick to Miracle Grow. I know everybody don't like that, but I stick to Miracle Grow. Miracle Grow has some of everything in it that you'll need for your garden. I'm one that feels like there's a place for synthetic and there's a place for organic in the garden. Okay, I feel like a garden needs both. And a lot of people tell me that Miracle Grow is synthetic, but I do know Miracle Grow has some organic stuff in it too. And to me, that is like the perfect combination. But I would say give it a feeding if you know you're not overwatering it. Okay, that's just what I do, and I have never had a problem with it. Cassie said, Summer. They are in that Summer. He is in his yard doing his own yard work, and they can have a dog. Summer, get over here. Get away from the door, y'all. Let's see. Cassie Scott said, hey, 2%. 2% said, hey, Cassie Scott. Jody Bill say, my butternut squash only producing male flowers. Any suggestions? Watermelon flowers, but no fruits. Oh, Jody, sometimes that happens. I know my watermelon plant did not do good this year, and I have gotten good. Summer, come here. Get over here. Stop going over there looking at the dog, making yourself mad. Get over here. Over here. Go. Don't you go back to that dog. So what was I saying? Oh, the heat and the amount of rain that we got, and then the amount of heat that we get in here. My watermelon plants did not do so good. A lot of people do say that, like, their squash plants only have male flowers. What I tell them to do is let the plant do what it's going to do. That's what I do. Let it do what it's going to do. Because some people be like, oh, I've had a lot of questions about that they plant was only producing male flowers. And then in the next couple of weeks, when they thought it was all done, they started having female flowers. Let it produce. If I'm not mistaken, I may be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, I think that's the norm, that they produce male flowers first. If I'm not mistaken, I think I have read that somewhere. So I would say, honey, keep doing what you're doing. It's producing flowers and see what it do from there. Let's see. No, not yet. I don't think. Okay, Tuba saying, I figured you had because you go say something when I when you do. I got you in line to why. Yes, ma'am. No rush, no rush, no rush. Taylor said, yes, thank you. You're welcome, honey. Taylor said it's brand new soil, so I think that I was over watering. How often do you water your tomato plants? Okay, tomatoes take a lot of water, especially if it's very, very hot. I'm gonna tell you because I know I got a lot of new people. I stick to this, okay? If it's hold up, let me get my thoughts together. If it's 79 degrees and below, so we're just gonna say it was 79 degrees and below, I water twice a day. Or was it 85? Because now I just go off the field, y'all. Go off the field. 70, 79, because I said at 80. We're going to say 80 mark. And below, twice a day. Anything above, 3 times a day. Okay? But here, the reason why I'm kind of thrown off, our weather would say this, but the humidity make it, the humidity is just, it makes it feel hotter than what it is. So lately, they've been getting 3 times a day. Okay, 3 times a day. And if I'm going away from the house or whatever, when I come back, I overwater. Okay, over like drench, because it is too hot. Like it's too hard for me to stick to what my little thing that I would stick to, because it could say that it's like the other day, it said it was 90 degrees, but I think the heat index was 105 or something like that. So between what it actually is and what it feels like, I've been going 3 times a day, okay? 3 times a day. I got to find the video, or I got to find my folder things to give you the, but I would say stick to 80 degrees and below twice a day. Anything above 3 times a day, y'all, because that's hot, okay? Especially if your garden is down like direct sunlight, like Maz is. Ain't nothing covering it. Let's see. Like you said, I'm sure you buy vegetables from the stores. They are not organic. LOL, Miracle Grow is not gonna hurt. I know, right? Ain't nobody got money to be going to the store buying straight organic stuff. And it's a limit on stuff that's there organic. So if you go in there buying regular cucumbers, you go in there buying celery and all this stuff and it don't say organic, then I've always known people back home to use Miracle Grow. That's all that I know them to use, especially the older people, and they live long and got way up in age and was just fine. So I stick to what I know that Miracle Grow is, that's what I know. Let's see. Cassie Scott said, I just destroyed 2 wasp nests. Check around your house. There it will. Okay, Cassie Scott. Okay, sure will. No, man, I'm telling you, outside is just like, Burley's Blossom Gardening said, my melons are not doing good. I have 6 plants. And it may be the heat. If it's very hot where you at, it may be the heat. Because I know it demolished mine. It demolished mine, and it was really like it started with all that rain. I mean, so much rain, water. It was so much rain, y'all, for 7 days straight. Water was just sitting. I have a lot of drain holes, and water was just sitting in my thing, just like, and you couldn't get outside to hardly do nothing. It was raining all the time. So, and then they had already warned that it was gonna be okay. Y'all saw him. I ain't got nobody to kill him right now. All right. What I was finna say? Oh, they had warned that after the rain, we was gonna have some intense heat, and that's what we're going through now. Let's see. Cassie Scott said too much rain. Yeah. Millie's S. Brown said, I love Miracle Grow. Been using it for years. Me too, Millie S. Brown. Me too, honey. Cassie Scott said for these plants, yeah, it is. It's too much rain. Jody Bell said, okay, my first year gardening, a total emotional roller coaster things. It's all right, Jody. Hey, at least you doing it, honey. And you will see next year it'll be a lot easier. Trust me, a lot easier. 2% said, oh, I don't play with it. It comes to walls, Cascas, dayness. Gotta go. Gots to go. Cascas said, or she could use bone meal or blood meal. Yep, I mean, if that's what you want to do. But my Miracle Grow got it all. But Cassie said you can use bone meal or blood meal. I think my Miracle Grow now comes with bone meal, kelp, and that's a lot. It's a couple more organic things they have in it. Taylor said I live in California and I was watering one time every 2 days. What? Taylor? Is it you in the part of? Well, I don't think no part of California is not that. California, if you in that heat, honey, you're gonna have to water more than that. You got to water daily, and at least twice a day, at least. Is it 3? Oh Lord, no, ma'am, no, ma'am. You're gonna have to water. You got to water. Cassie Scott said my zucchini plants is all male. Hopefully you get some female flowers. I don't know what you can do to get female flowers. They just that's just something that just gotta, but I know a lot of people say it and they wait and then all of a sudden they have fruit. They have female flowers coming. Jody said, do you compost? No, I do not. Jody, it's too many flies as it is, honey. I don't want nothing like that around my house. So I don't compost. I don't even put it in a container with a lid. I don't do it. Taylor says, I have some and will add it to my tomatoes. Thank you. Welcome, Taylor. So the heat index today is 107 here in Bama. And rain and thunder. And see, I wish we had some of the rain and thunder. We're not supposed to get no more rain until I think Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. It's hot. Cascade says, T. Taylor, it works great for me. Do what works, yes. Burley's Blossom. I'm going to get him, y'all. I'm going to get him. Let's see. Birdie's Blossom Garden says, I like using fish fertilizer. You like that 511? I tried it. I don't like it. And I think it's mainly because it bought so many flies. And like my Miracle Grow Organic, it bought so many flies. That's why I went back to the all-purpose. That Miracle Grow Organic and the Miracle Grow Tomato, oh, that stuff stinks. And it bought so many flies. But, I mean, I wasn't too fond of the 511, but a lot of people like it. I just saw a big difference from me using the Miracle Grow on my plants and using the fish fertilizer, the 511. Taylor said I live in the Bay Area, which is a little bit cooler because it's close to the water. I will definitely start watering way more. LOL. Okay, got you, Taylor. Yeah, at least twice a day. At least twice. If you're gonna do every 2 to 3 days, at least water them twice. But how dry it could be getting or not. But yeah. Water a little bit more, honey. Jody Bell's laughing. Mickey Lee said, hello everyone. Hey Mickey Lee. Lady Dagger Status said, can you vacuum seal tomato sauce? Sorry if it sounds like a dumb question. Just curious. It's not a dumb question, honey. You can vacuum seal it to a certain extent. Anything you vacuum seal that's have liquid in it, the liquid is going to come up and it's going to be a big mess when it starts taking the air out. What I have done with things that's liquid, because I have vacuum sealed like chicken broth and stuff like that. I put it in, so you have your vacuum sealer, like try to bring it to the end of the counter or something. So when you put your bag in it, all the liquid and stuff will hang down. Run the where it pulls the air out. Start vacuum sealing a little bit. You're not gonna run it the whole thing. Just till that bag kind of squeezes a little bit with some of the air out, and then stop it and seal it. Stop it and hit your seal button, okay? and you're not gonna get all the air out unless the liquid is frozen or halfway frozen. Some people pre-freeze and then take it, put it in something and vacuum seal it. I have literally poured liquid in it, and I wouldn't even, sometimes I don't even take the air out of it. I have poured liquid in it and just sealed it, but I seal it a couple times. Or you can seal it, and to make sure you got a good seal on it, you can seal it, and then you can seal it twice, and then set it off in another vacuum seal bag and pull more air out of it, and then vacuum seal that bag. So it's different ways, but it is possible. Sifting some soil 55 said hello everyone. Mickey, hold up, no, I thought it was together. Sifting some soil 55 said hello everyone. Hey, sifting some soil 55. Mickey Lee said, when you water, do you spray them or lay a hose down in the bucket? No, I spray them. I use the shower part of the hose. I have the different settings. I use the shower setting. And sometimes if it's very hot, like today, it's very, very hot, and I don't need to be out there trying to water all that stuff, I just put my sprinkler. I have a hose splitter, and you can get it from Lowe's or Home Depot, and I hook it to the actual hose thing, and then I can run 4 different hose pipes. So I have hose pipes that got the handheld, and then a hose pipe that has the wand on it, and then my other 2 hose pipes has a sprinkler on each one. So sometimes I just run my sprinkler and just it's the oscillating sprinklers. They like $10 or $14 at Lowe's. And you can set it for it to go, whichever way you want, have a high, low. And sometimes I use that because it'd be too hot for me to go out there and water all that stuff. Like I literally overheat. So, but I don't never just lay the hose down in the bucket. Scott said, I do compost. Love it. Birdie's Blossom Grind said, I compost too. Lady Dagger Status said, oh, thank you for that answer. That definitely takes away from the water bath cannon for me. Gives me space. Yes, yes. Cassie Scott said, hey, Mickey Lee. Cassie. Mickey Lee said, for how long? Until it's Mickey Lee, until it's, you can tell, until the soil is watered, until it's I don't let it sit until like the bucket is overfull with water, and then it's got to slowly drain out. I just make sure that I think that the whole all of the dirt in there is moist and wet, and I don't really like have a time. Like you have to just really pay attention to see, if it's moist. Two said, hey, Mississippi, since you have water bath, would you do a video on it? Yes, I will. I still have my canning stuff, my little ladles and everything. So yeah, 2%. I do a water bath. I still have canning drawers too that I can use. So yes, I will do just for y'all. Now this is not nothing I want to do. I still have spices, my pickling spices, and my canning salt. Because I was going to get back into it last year, and then remember my GERD went from here to like all the way up here, and I couldn't do it. And I already had like my spices and stuff. I had bought extra spices and stuff, and I could not do it. My son, like, he done bought me stuff. Like, I had bought this stuff last year, and this is one of the things that I would use. Can you hand me that plastic bin that's down there on the other side? The big one over there, you have to move it. So, I had bought all this stuff last year, y'all, and I was gonna start back, but once my GERD went really, really crazy, yeah, when it started sending me to the hospital crazy, I was like, oh, no. So I still have this stuff, so I don't have to buy stuff, and I can do a couple recipes for y'all and water bath can for y'all. Let me see. Let me make sure. I'll show y'all. So I still have, these are the labels I told y'all. Now I use these for different things. I was telling y'all, you don't have to get this. You don't have to get this, but I love these. And I have used these for years for canning, because these labels, you can just set that jar in water and they'll peel off. So these are the dissolvable labels. It's like crazy. I have this stuff and can't use it now. Oh, I had some gloves. Y'all know how you put stuff back and you don't. I had gloves from that. Oops, 2 boxes. And I've been buying gloves. I had this container sitting on the shelf, and my son just passing out gloves, y'all. Like, you know, you been buying gloves, talking about you need food gloves for them peppers and stuff, and I got them, y'all. 4 boxes. Okay. So I still have my little strainer. Where's my little thing though? Give me the other thing that has like that's under there that was by this pickle and salt. Cause I was supposed to have my ladle and stuff, like my big spoon that I would use to take the brine and stuff and put it into the jars. And I just kind of put this stuff up, a little funnel thing. And I got more labels. More labels, y'all. I was meaning business. And I had bought my some more of these because I put them on after I open a canning jar. Where's my wait though? Because I don't want to have to get that. Give me that. Give me that. Oh, I think that's it right here. So y'all think I'm playing? I'm telling you, I was getting back into it. So I have everything I need to do a couple recipes for y'all. Have my little jar thingy. My little thing to get my bubbles out of my jar before I start canning them. My other little funnel thing. This is actually the one you're supposed to use for the canning jars. And then I had my spices. My coriander, my mustard seeds. I already remember what I was going to use for that. Knowing I wasn't going to be able to digest it. My celery seeds. Because I know the recipes, y'all. After doing the recipes, it's like, oh, I forgot I had bay leaves. Are they still good? They should be though. My peppercorn, all that stuff, y'all, for canning. You don't need much, but the half of the stuff that I just told you, I gotta see if it's approved by the Acid Watcher book. I don't think the deal is, but my mustard seeds and stuff, because I'm gonna try to do some acid reflux friendly stuff, and if I do those, if I find recipes for acid reflux friendly stuff, then I will go back to like canning stuff. As y'all can see, I got everything I need, so you can put this stuff back. And then I have a big stock. I'm not gonna have him to bring that, but I have my big stock pot that I do my canning in, because I don't deal with meats or nothing like that. So oh no. And now I found what my food grade gloves was. They was in my thing, and put that back over there. So as y'all can see, yeah, let's see. Cassie Scott said, oh, it's back here. Said, hey, SF. Oh, Simpson Soil 55. Gal Williams said, what do you use to rebuild soil after boiling hot water? Honey, yep, because that bed out there. If y'all saw the video that I posted today, I put those collard greens in that bed, that raised bed that's out there. I poured hot water. That doggone soil looks so doggone pretty, man. That soil so pretty, hunty. After having all those bugs that was in there from the cucumbers, that soil so pretty, y'all. Look better than the Crown Vic on 22s. I'm telling you, and I love that look. Okay, so let me go ahead and tell you. Add you some fertilizer. Add you a little perlite. And that's it. That's all I did. Put my hot water in there. Let it kill everything. Added me some Miracle Grow fertilizer, the slow release. I do not use the water soluble for like putting nutrients and stuff back into my soil. After I done use boiling hot water, and then I got my fertilite, not fertilite, y'all. I got my Miracle Grow, and I put some of the shake and feed in it. Put just a little bit of perlite in it to make sure it's got, it's aerated and all that stuff. Mix it up. Now you don't. After pouring the boiling hot water in there, you wait a couple of hours or either wait a couple of days, whichever way you want to do. But don't go and put your fertilizer in there right after. Let that cool down and make sure it cook whatever in there and bugs and all that stuff. I have waited a couple days, maybe about 2 days or whatever, and it should be good to go. Good to go. Now, if you don't want to use Miracle Grow, I have some more. I don't really care for Black Cow, but when I bought it last year, it was a big bag of it, so I don't want nothing to go to waste. So I'm using the Black Cow. I didn't put it in that, but I did put it in. It's a video link here. Let me see if I can link it again. See if it'll come up. I think that's still it. I'm putting this link back in here again in the chat of how I amended some soil and I used the Black Cow. But if you put boiling hot water, just give it a little bit. You can even wait a day, or whatever, like 3 to 5 hours, just making sure everything is done. And then you can go ahead and amend your soil with fertilizer, and I always add a little perlite. That's all I do. Mix it all around. If your soil is thick, just add some cheap soil. It can come from the dollar store. Some cheap soil, because you already putting your nutrients in there. Some cheap soil, just something to lighten it up a little bit if it has too much compost or something in it, okay? And you should be good to go. Susan said that's one of the things I want to learn. Water bath. Okay, honey, I'll do some videos on there. Y'all see I got everything, so it ain't like I got to go buy. I don't have to buy anything to do it. So, and once you learn it, you don't forget it. Like I say, I'm 34, and I was canning like crazy at 23, 24 years old. And I was canning jams and every daggone thing. Blackberry, strawberry, everything. Water bath canning it. Green beans and all that stuff. The only thing I don't have is my ball book. I think I gave that book away to somebody, but it's all up here. I ain't forgot it. Let's see. Cassie Scott said, "Hey, Jody Bell, the heat is like a blanket. Yes, it is. Beauty in the garden. Hey, girl, what you doing over there? Beauty? Let's see. Beauty can tell y'all about that heat we have in here. She can tell you it's hot." Jody Bell says, "Yes, please give a little notice before the video on the water bathing." Okay, I have to go buy a pot. Okay, Jody, sure will, honey, sure will. Lady Dagger Status says, "Oh, well, always find extra around the house. You are definitely yeah, because that when I found out that I couldn't have a lot of that stuff, I said, well, I ain't gonna can. I'm just gonna stick to my dehydrating and stuff. And I took all my sauce, like I'm not, because when I used to can before, I gave all my stuff away. Most of my stuff I gave away. I had a whole red canning set because I like red. I gave that stuff away because I was like, I ain't gonna never do this again. I had learned about dehydrating and all that. Then last year, I was like, I'm getting back to canning, okay? And I got my stuff back. I was like, this time, I don't know when I'm going to need it. I may find some recipes that I don't have to use vinegar and stuff with. And I was like, you know what? All right, chick. You're going to just keep it. Don't get this stuff away no more. And I've been keeping it ever since. So I had cleaned everything, put it in a container, put the lid on it, and stuck it under my shelf in the kitchen. And didn't touch it. And all my food grade gloves is off in the daggone box, y'all. Tuba said, "I'm gonna use my pressure counter pot, Jody Bell. I heard it can be used." Let's see. I missed where the thing was. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Okay, Jody Bell said, "Hey, Cascade." Oh, I'm behind, y'all. Birdie's Blossom Garden said, "Please do a water bath. I just tried it today, and I need to know how long do I keep it in the water? LOL. I think I did it right." Okay, Birdie's Blossom. Now I'm gonna tell you how long to keep it in the water. I always go by what you can. If you don't have the ball book, I suggest you order it off Amazon or something like that, or either look it up, because depending on what you are canning, depending on how long it needs to be in that water to make sure it processes right. I know we play over here. I tell you, no rules in the garden and all that stuff. I don't have rules for a lot of stuff, but when it comes for canning, whether it's pressure canning or water bath, well, I do water bath. Whether it is water bath, I am very, very serious about that, because botulism is not nothing to play with. And you can get botulism in your jars and it will make you very, very sick. So I always try to go off from how long, and it depends on too what you are canning, okay? You can go and say hi at 2%. 2% said, I want to try to Burley's Blossom Gardening. And so for those of you that want to do pressure canning and stuff and all this stuff, like someone said earlier, Homestead Heart. Everybody say Homestead Heart does canning stuff. So a lot of people has been saying it. So I would say go over there and check her out. I've heard good stuff about Homestead Heart, especially when it comes to the canning. So check her out. But I still will show y'all what I do over here. Well, what I can do with water bath canning, okay? DJ in the house. Hey, DJ Chancia. I hope I said that. I always say I hope I said that right. Cassie Scott laughing. Let's see. Jody said 2%. Oh, good. I'm ready. Not tomorrow though. It's 8:11 and my phone will be off for the FEMA CDC emergency text or whatever they trying to do. Okay, yeah, it won't be tomorrow. Cassie Scott said, hey, DJ Gentile. Lady Dagestad is laughing. 2% said, yes, Jody Bill. I heard there's supposed to be an emergency test. Not sure where you are, but we gonna get it too. I haven't heard of that. But y'all telling me something new. I don't know if it's for I ain't heard of that, y'all. The knots and not the Crown Vic. Yes, honey, the Crown Vic. Oh, some 22s or some 26 and give me some candy paint. Okay, candy apple red. All right. Yes, yes, yes. Or you could throw, like, I had a car back home. My friend had a what is well, you paint cars. And he painted I had a Crown Vic at what? I was 18. And I had a Crown Vic, and he put Tinkerbell on the hood, and she was light pink, yellow, and green. And he painted Tinkerbell, and I didn't have to pay for it. I was so thankful. I didn't have to pay for it because I was advertising for him. And oh my goodness, that was my car. That was my car. So I let a creature drive it, and he wrecked it. Woo, y'all. But Crown Vics, a lot of people want all these up. Crown Vics is my vehicle, okay? My vehicle. Says if it's God's will and I can come out of retirement or something, let it be a Crown Vic with candy paint, okay? You can put me. I'll take some 22s on it. I prefer 26s, but that's just what I like. Okay, that's just what I like. I like big cars and big things, but I like old school stuff. Or if I can't get a Crown Vic, you can also throw one of them old schools and Impala SS's on there. They don't even make them no more, but I do like them. Maybe able to find one. I do like those. So yes, honey. Yes, yes, yes. She said, "Oh no, not the Crown Vic." Let's see. Okay. Okay. Leave that dog alone. Go. Don't do that. Summer, get over here. I'm trying to catch up, y'all. The thing, it moved, and I don't know where I'm at. Okay, here we go. Berlin's Garden, Blossom Garden said, me too, 2%. I got my fruit cut and ready to... It jumped again. Okay, here we go. To make some, okay. Yes, DJ, worm casting. I haven't bought no worm casting since last year, and I keep saying I needed to get some worm casting. Thank you for that. I keep forgetting. Worm castings. I use those too, y'all. They are very, very good. I used worm castings last year for my indoor garden too as a fertilizer. But still, nothing get the job done for me like that Miracle Grow, okay? But worm castings are really, really good too. 2% said, my typing is bad too. Senna Randall. Say good evening. I know I didn't say that right. I'm sorry, honey. Casca said what? Oh, hold on. Senna Randall. Good evening. Thank you, honey. Good evening. Cassie Scott, where do you get your perlite? I bought my perlite from a nursery. I bought a big bag of it last year, and that's where I just pretty much finished it off the other day. But I think Lowe's has perlite. I just never bought it from Lowe's. I bought it from a nursery here. Beauty in the Garden said, not feeling that great lady today. Oh. Okay, I got you, Beauty in the Garden. I'm gonna check on you, honey, when I get off this live. 2% said, good evening. Berlin's Blossom Garden said, I did beans and tomatoes today. Not sure if it came out okay. Hey, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. And one thing that I will say, when y'all can, make sure y'all hear those jars pop, okay? Make sure you hear them jars pop because that indicates that it's sealed, okay? I always, let me see if I can remember correct. I always would turn, hold on. I ain't gonna tell you that because I want to make sure. Oh, did I turn them upside down? No, I saw them once they sealed. I ain't gonna tell you that. Make sure you hear them sealed, okay? I gotta look at that part because I don't want to mess nobody up. But make sure you hear that popping. Make sure they seal, and you should be good to go if you let them stay in there long. Don't second guess yourself, okay? If you did the research and stuff, I know it can be crazy in the beginning, but you will get the hang of it, okay? You will get the hang of it. 2% said, get well, Beauty in the Garden. Beauty in the Garden said, but I'm here with you. I appreciate it, sis. I appreciate it. DJ said, hey, Beauty. I pray for everyone's health. TLC says, in the garden, Lady Cheryl for Cannon as well. You guys said thank you. At 2%. Just trying to relax. And hello, DJ. Yes, Beauty in the Garden. Relax, honey. Relax. Relax. Don't make me come over there. I'll be standing at the end of the driveway, being loud as I don't know what. You okay, T? 2% said thank you, DJ, and we pray for you. Cotton Candy said, do you ever water bath and with green beans? I have, Cotton Candy. I have. TLC in the garden say they do an emergency test bill TV radio sale and landline every year. Oh, okay. It's a yearly thing. Lady Dagger said I was laughing at the car. Oh, I always said candy apple, old school Impala. You have taste, girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, Lady Dagger status. Everybody want these other type of cars or something for. Let's see. My car is a Crown Vic. I already said the candy apple paint, 22s, 26s, or the Impala SS. They don't make. If I would go for a SUV, like a nice SUV, I'm a Tahoe type of girl. Okay, Tahoe. All right. Let's see. Oh, and I do like trucks too. Yeah, cause I like mudding. Yeah, I like mudding. Okay, I ain't mudded since I left home. Okay, so yeah, I like mudding. Let's see. Burley's Boston Garden said, I did green beans today and I hope it's done right. I'm sure it is. And not some old school truck lover. Yes, the Knox. Cassie Scott said, yeah, Homestead Heart is a canning queen. She is good. Sanaya Randall said, 2%, I'm looking for your channel. I'm growing in my apartment. Also, 2%, put your link in. Okay, I see it. She put her link in. 2% said, LOL, I'll post the link. Shania, it's rough because I didn't know what to do, but it's there. LOL, let me post it. Jody Bell said, have a blessed day. Everyone have to finish this on the replay. Thank you for coming in, Jody. I appreciate it, honey. Sanaya Randall said, thank you. Cat Scott, old school is everlasting. Southern thing. Pimping. Yes, Cassie. Pimping. Did not say Cassie Scott. Yes. 2% link. We didn't go and say we just talked about canning, lady. Yes, we did, beauty. Yes, we did. Now they done look. They done got me to now. I got to do a canning video for them, y'all. And I pulled out the canning stuff and I found some stuff too. Yes, we was, beauty. Yes, we was. 2% said, yeah, if they don't pop, which means it hasn't sealed, then eat it. LOL. Yes. Make sure you hear them things pop. Okay. And if you're not sure if it popped, like if you walked away, if you're not sure that it's sealed, you can always press the top. If that top, is flexible, it didn't seal. Okay, so do not put that up for long. So you might well just eat it. Shania, Brenda said, "Okay, thanks. I got it. Smells." Shania said, "Yes, I'm a Chevy girl. Yeah. I like box Chevys. I like them all, honey. The old school box Chevy. Yes. Chevy, what? Taos, the Crown Vics. Those all of mine. Yeah. Those my cars. Naya said, yes, Chevy girl. Chevy girl. Also, my last one was a Tahoe. Yes. It's all right, Sanaya. The not saying I like mudding too. Girl, ain't that fun? Ain't that fun? I was telling them the other day, it ain't nothing like getting some nice cold mud. Just slap you in the face or whatever. Or even if you the one driving, it's just I don't know. We had to get hosed down though after the day of mudding. Like I think that was the worst part. That doggone hose pipe cold. It said, I want a Winnebago. I really want to travel. I don't want a huge RV. Yes, 2%. We was talking about that in the other live, woman, honey. I want to do van life, but I want to do it with it's 5 of us, so I would need like a motorhome or a type of RV or something. I want to do that so bad. So bad. Shania Randall says, see, nah, like Tina, but don't worry about it. Burners Blossom Grind said, yes, hook us up with the cannon. I will. If it's God's will, honey, I will. I'll see what I can do. Do a little something, okay? So now Randall said, I'm looking into buying the canning supplies. Okay. So now Randall said, LOL. So I'm caught up. So y'all, I didn't know I had been on here. Well, we've been over here over an hour, but I didn't know it was 5:41. I forgot what time I actually came on here. And I was supposed to read comments and answering these comments questions, but I'm good because we still answered y'all questions and a lot of you had questions in the messaging. And so it was still good. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I got to feed these children and myself because we can't eat so late. And kill this fly. Okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and end it, y'all. I enjoy each and every one of y'all that came in. I really, really appreciate it so much. Beauty in the garden. I'm gonna check on you, honey. We can't have you not feeling well today, okay? Let's see. Mickey Lee said, LOL, I want to do a school bus. Ooh, that would be fun. Repurpose a school bus and a lot of room too. 2% laughing. So y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all have a good day. And I will see y'all in the next one, y'all. Y'all be safe. Until next time, Happy, what we talked about? Gardening. We would say gardening and canning and all that good stuff, y'all. Bye.